Let me tell you guys something that literally I did yesterday. I was working out and I got done working out and I sat down and I seriously for a second was about to start beating myself up about feeling that I didn't push myself hard enough, even though I know I did everything I possibly could in the moment, right? But it's all about balance, you guys. Like in that moment, I was like, no, because if I feel like this, that means I'm resonating at a state of lack, that I feel like I didn't do enough because I don't feel enough, right? So I was like, I took a pause, and this is a great example on how you can incorporate this in your life, because this can be reflected in many ways, right? Mine was just like me working out, and this is how it reflected. But I took a pause and I allowed myself to feel whatever was, even if that's like a little bit of sadness. Remember, that's just energy being projected to this situation or whatever situation. And so I let myself feel whatever was, and I reprogrammed it real quick. And I was like, I'm just grateful that I'm trying my best, and everything is a process. And I tapped into gratitude. There's this hermetic principle where it's like everything is the same, right? Hot, cold, it's the same. This difference, the opposite of the same thing. Love, hate, night, day, it's like those are just examples. So whenever you are in lack, you can actually transmute that into abundance, right? In that moment when I was in kind of lack of not feeling enough, for example, because of whatever, I didn't feel like I pushed myself enough. I paused and I was like, you know what? Let me tap into gratitude. And I started saying gratitude things on how I did the best I knew how in that moment, and I did give it my all. And if not, I am better than I was yesterday. I compared it to, abundance from myself, right? Like I'm better than I am yesterday, and I can always try again tomorrow. And then I started saying things I'm genuinely grateful for, and things that when I was honing into like the emotion, I started converting that like sadness or something to like tears of like happiness, of gratitude. And it's like a little confusing sometimes to just like, what do you mean? But like, you should try it out because it does work. And I was able to shift it immediately. And yeah, like who doesn't like feeling good? Because I know there was moments in the past where I could have just got stuck there, and that's not gonna help. Like getting stuck in that like negativity is not gonna help anyone. It's not gonna help me. It's not gonna help me get into like manifest faster or get my desires faster or align faster. It's actually pushing me away. Remember, like you can't listen to those thoughts. You have to continue aligning, and your old self may sometimes peak up, but you have to just allow yourself to release that energy and transmute it into what you desire. Keep aligning. Like I have to continue aligning myself, and it does not mean suppress that energy. It means allowing it to be heard, release it, but instantly don't entertain it that much. Like don't believe it's true. Like reprogram it. And that is huge. I think I've done that. Like I used to do those like I call them letting go rituals and stuff like a lot more, and now I barely ever do them because I kind of know how to do it more instantly, and I already released so much of that energy, and it's life-changing. So I definitely recommend, especially if you have those moments often, because this is what you live with 24/7, and you deserve to get everything you desire. Whatever you desire is rightfully yours by divine right. Like it's yours. So you have to first like focus here, because whatever is going on here will be reflected out. Like how do you expect to reach your goals if you really don't think you're worthy of it, or if you're always beating yourself up? You know what I'm saying? How do you expect to tap into abundance more or a healthy relationship if right here is toxic? No, you have to be at a vibrational match. Know that you're worthy. And yes, if you are normally like used to feeling a certain way and believing certain things and getting treated a certain way, or telling yourself negative things, like you're going to have to force yourself at first, like try your very best to reprogram that, to say that is not true. Those thoughts, that belief It's okay. Have the compassion. Like, you have to be literally so compassionate to yourself, your best friend, and show up for yourself. Part 2 on how you can show up for yourself.